Hi, this is PJ. Welcome to the cruising section of my channel. Today I'm going to share with you the top 5 tipping opportunities on your solo cruise. First of all, just let me say expect the unexpected. And let me repeat that, expect the unexpected. And there are more tipping opportunities than I can cover here, but this will give you a good overview and provide some helpful information on the top 5 tipping opportunities that are sure to arise on your cruise. Number one starts before you ever get on the ship, and that is with your porter and your shuttle service. The porter is the person who meets you or your shuttle outside the cruise terminal and coordinates getting your luggage to the correct loading area for your cruise. However, before that, you will likely have a shuttle driver or even an Uber or Lyft driver if you are taking a ride share to the port. The shuttle driver will also appreciate a gratuity on the return when they pick you up and take you back to your vehicle, just like the Uber and the Lyft driver, if that's what you're doing in this case. As far as the amount of the gratuity, that is totally up to you. Several years ago, it used to be customary to tip a porter about $1 a bag, and that's gone up quite a bit. And on my most recent cruise in March, I tipped the porter $5. I had a very large, heavy piece of luggage, so if it had been just two average size bags, $5 would have been plenty, I think. Having a large, heavy piece of luggage also affected the time I was able to disembark on the ship, as I was unable to navigate from my cabin to the cruise terminal both pieces of luggage. And they provide no assistance on that morning. If you are able to get from your cabin to the cruise terminal with all your luggage, you can get off the ship at like 7 a.m. For these tips, I keep money in a pocket and that I'm going to have nearby in my bag or something. And specifically for the drop off and the pickup, there's no porter on the return because you are on your own when you get back. Your vacation's over. Find your own bags, get them to the car yourself. But you still have the shuttle driver who will help load your bags. So make sure you save some money from the casino for that final tip to the shuttle driver on the return trip.
Number two is one of the most important people on this list, and that is your cabin steward. The cabin steward can make your cruise experience so much better, even if you do not give them an additional gratuity. A lot of people believe since they are already paying hotel service charges or gratuities or whatever the specific cruise line is calling them, that they are already tipping these specific crew members. And in some small part, that's true. However, overall, these gratuities or service charges are spread out among many employees that may not even be seen by the cruising guests. The stewards that I've encountered are all on long-term assignments. That's how this works. Most of them are thousands of miles away from home. They're isolated at sea for months at a time, working really long hours. Not to get into economics here, but I do know that the crew members say that their biggest expense is on Wi-Fi, and this is because they want to connect with their friends and their family at home. So anyway, back to my point. They deserve an extra gratuity, in my opinion. Every cabin steward I have ever had has been wonderful, and they have gone out of their way to greet me if we meet each other, coming and going, and they always ask how my day is and if I did anything special that day. And they've also provided many extras that I needed from time to time. They introduce themselves on the first day of the cruise, ask if you need anything. I like to start off by giving them a small gratuity the second morning of the cruise, continuing a small tip each day, and then on the final morning, I give them a larger gratuity. And remember, expect the unexpected. On a recent cruise, I surprisingly had 2 cabin attendants, and I think one was in training, but I was a little surprised because I had not budgeted for 2 cabin stewards. So, learn from my experience, and now I know to expect the unexpected. Number 3 of tipping opportunities are bartenders, bar staff, and room service crew members. With many of the drink packages available, oftentimes the gratuity is included at about 18% automatically. A small tip to a bar server will likely ensure a more attentive presence. And room service people, why not give them $1 or $2 as well? They don't get paid much to bring your breakfast all the way down from the galley, or to bring your midnight snack down in the middle of the night. So if you have a couple dollars laying around, just give them $1. Don't be a jerk. Okay, number 4. These are going to be your higher level crew members, such as your restaurant managers, your maitre d's, your masseuses, other spa staff members, customer service personnel, maybe who either went over and above to provide something special for you during the cruise, or helped to resolve an issue that you had on the cruise, or just anyone who went out of their way to make sure you had a great cruise. Number 5 is going to be your tour excursions and your port stops. There are several people involved in tour excursions. You can have a bus driver, you can have a tour guide. If there's other stops along the way, you could have a boat captain, another guide, a different kind of driver, as well as you can run into the unexpected. Remember, I was talking about that earlier, and this happened on a cruise I was recently on. On a recent excursion, we had a stop, and I was totally taken by surprise. There were some local people there in their cultural costume, dancing and playing music, and I had no tip money with me for that. So expect the unexpected, because you will have plenty of tipping opportunities in these ports on your excursions, and as well as just in the port in general. So be prepared. Always remember to take more money than you think you'll need, and get it in small bills before you leave. I like to go to the bank about a week or 10 days before I cruise and get all the small bills that I think I'm going to need for the cruise, for tipping, and various other small expenses, souvenirs. I want cash for that. So anyway, that's part of planning for a cruise, and I'll cover some of those in other videos. So thanks for watching. I just have a couple things left to say. Number 1, expect the unexpected. Expect the unexpected. Number 2, don't be a jerk. Just don't be a jerk when it comes to tipping. Don't be a jerk. Okay. Number 3, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video, and go book that cruise.